Hi, I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am a professional and experienced holistic spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Alright, okay. So you were coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, and you also have the Empress here. 1 minute here, guys. Okay, so coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, you were coming in with Aquarius and Sagittarius here. Now coming in with the Empress, you were coming in with Taurus and Libra. But what I also want to add here is that you're also coming in with Pisces here. Yeah, Pisces. Now coming in with Aquarius, you're also coming in with Taurus here, as well as, I think it's Cancer. 1 minute, guys. Sorry, Gemini here. All right. Okay, now let's get into it, eh? Well, straight off the bat here, what I'm getting here is making some serious changes here, guys. Wanting to make serious changes here, or the need to make changes, coming in with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress here in your reading. It can talk about there with those two cards is that it's like I want to change it up. I want to do things different. I want some changes in my life. That's what I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune. All right. I want to try new things here. I want to give things a go. That's what I'm getting. All right, guys. And I know I can, coming in with the Empress card, I know I can give these things a go here. I know I can do these things for myself. Yeah. I know things can happen for me, but I know that they're not just going to drop out of the sky here. And if I wish for these changes, what I get here in your reading is, I know I need to, it is me, coming in with the Empress, I know it's me that needs to take the step to create the changes here. Where in the past cycle, coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, what it can talk about there in your reading is that when changes came in, you kind of rolled with those changes here. Okay, I'm not saying anything wrong about that here in your reading. it's, how can I say it? Let's say in the past cycle you got a particular job, you got a job, you got a career moving for yourself, and so you rolled with that, you molded yourself into the career here. Then along the way you may have become a mother, so you molded yourself into that there, where the choice wasn't yours. The choice wasn't yours to mold yourself into the career or being a mother here. These are just easy scenarios, all right, guys. It's like it was expected of you to do it that way, so you did it that way, in a sense, here, guys. But now what it's telling me here in your reading is, well, I've done that. Okay, I know I can do that, but now I want to really focus on myself here. And I want to start doing the things I've always wanted to do, things I've put on the back burner here. I want to make certain things happen for myself now. But I know it's me that can only make these things happen. That's what your reading is talking about. With these two cards coming in here. See, it comes in as only I can make the changes if I am wanting changes in my life here. It's like I want to get out and about. I want to meet people. It's like a practical approach here, guys. I want to meet more people here. I want to step outside of my comfort zone or my social network, and I want to get with other people here. This is what it's also talking about here in your reading. I want to learn about other people here. I want to listen to what other people have to say about a certain topic here. It's coming in as, well, I'm ready to open my mind here to what other people have to say. It's coming in like that here. It's not like you're going to take it on board and mold yourself into that kind of conversation here, okay, just because people are giving you their point of view here or their opinion. What I get here in your reading is, well, I want to know about that. I want to know what people have to say. Whereas in the past you may have been closed off to what other people were saying here, or getting to know new people only because it didn't fit in with your lifestyle back then here. But it's because of that you're able to realize, oh, hey, I do want changes. I do want to change how I do things, is what I'm picking up. Yeah. Alright, let's keep going here. Yeah, it's like I want to put my time and attention into other things. I'm ready to build it. I know I have to build it here. I know that it's going to start with me. Okay, that's the Judgment card. It's those intuitive nudges here. Because things haven't changed is what it's talking about for you. The way in which you see yourself, the way in which you see your life, your environment here, it's coming in as it's still the same. I want changes here. That's what I'm getting. Alright, guys. Oh. Okay, so you're coming in with the Ace of Pentacles here. You're coming in with the Queen of Cups. And you were also coming in with the Four of Swords. I did talk about Cancer here in your reading. No, I came in with Jupiter, didn't I? Pisces. Pisces here, guys. Okay, coming in with the Queen of Cups. See, the obstacle and the challenge here in your reading is coming in as putting myself first. Here. But it also comes in as a renewal is what I'm getting here. And even to love yourself again, to love the person that you are, that has become an obstacle and a challenge, because what it can talk about there in your reading is that your perception of love, because you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, in the past was to love outside of yourself here. And I'm not saying anything's wrong about that here, guys? Okay, because like I said, you molded yourself into that, and that became your everything. All right, that was your guideline. But along the way, what your reading is telling me here is that nothing changed from it. I didn't make the changes I wanted to make because I still feel the same way. That's what I'm also picking up here. Now, coming in with the Ace of Pentacles, what I'm picking up there in your reading, like I said, it's difficult to make these changes here. To even plant these positive seeds of change is what it's talking about, because your lifestyle here, what you invested in and committed to in the Wheel of Fortune in the past, it tells me here it's like it's prominent, guys? Yeah, it's you wake up and you're that person, but you're seen a certain way, but you're wanting to change that here and be the person you want to be, as opposed to the person that everybody else sees you to be. It's coming in that way here. It is coming in as a lifestyle change here, guys. I get here it's a struggle to change. That's what I'm getting. It's difficult to change, to put myself first. I'm not too sure if you realise the start point here is you coming first now. See, with the Queen of Cups, what it talks about there in your reading, it's coming in as doing the things that you love to do. And when you're coming in with the Empress card here, where you have built a life for yourself here, it's difficult to come away from certain labels, mother, the label of mum, and come away from that label, and then asking yourself, who am I? And it does take time to kind of get your head around that fact that you are who you are. So instead of saying mum here, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with mum, but let's say if your name was Jane, then who was Jane? All right, guys? And of course you'll go, oh, Jane's mum. But let's put that to the side, is what I'm saying. All right, the children, the family here. Okay, guys? Now, who is she? Oh, who is that person? Who is Jane? See, those are some of the questions here that you need to be asking yourself, because this is why here in your reading it's a struggle and you may find it a struggle, and you may find it quite difficult here, yeah, to figure out how to get that new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles here. Because it is saying here in your reading, that is what you were wanting here, okay? And what is it about Jane that you love? What is it about yourself that you love here? Those things need to come into consideration as well. Most people would say, well, I'm a mum, I'm a wife, I love that. But we want to just put those things to the side for a moment here, only for a moment here, and you tell me what else it is that you love about yourself. Is what it's talking about here in your reading. See, when you're coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, what the Wheel of Fortune could be talking about there is that it's always, you've always been mum, you've always been the partner, the wife here, guys, all right, the family member, the friend here, and it's telling me here in your reading that cycle hasn't changed, but you were wanting changes in that cycle, is what it's saying. Yeah. And so what are some of the things here? Hobbies is the best way to, I want to come in with it first. What are some of the things that you love about yourself or that make you happy here? Besides your family here and your children, what else makes you happy is what the reading is talking about here. See, with the Four of Swords, what it talks about there is, it comes in as, I find it difficult here to figure out what happiness is here. Only because you're still in this Wheel of Fortune mode here. And it's coming in as, so how do I change the Wheel of Fortune? How do I change that? But it's not the Wheel of Fortune that needs to change here, guys. It's actually your perception of love. All right. So let's pull some more cards here. Okay, so you're coming in with the King of Pentacles. Alright, so you're coming in with the King of Pentacles here. You also have the Knight of Pentacles, and you are coming in with the Six of Swords here, guys. Okay. It is coming in as waiting for this, potentially here in your reading. You could very well I want to say waiting, even though you haven't got the Three of Wands here, for this King of Pentacles to return here. But what it can also talk about here, guys, alright? And the best way that I can explain it here is to capture this person's attention, is what it's also talking about here. Would be to do what I have kind of shared with you with these three cards over here. And if you were wanting to know more, alright, book an image reading with me, as I'm not just a tarot reader, because that's how these cards are coming in. See, this person here doesn't know whether or not they are coming or going here. They really don't know what to do. To stay or to leave is what it's telling me here in your reading. Wherever that leaving is leading to, here, it doesn't say that here in your reading. All I get here in your reading is that it's really difficult for this King of Pentacles to walk away. That's what I'm picking up here, because there is a fear factor here in your reading, because once this person walks away, then that is it. Here, in a sense here, guys, this person has to commit to it here. But there's also a fear to come back, is what it's also talking about here. Now, you take what applies for yourself here. This person is stable. They are coming in as a workaholic here, guys. What the Wheel of Fortune can also talk about here in your reading is that even this King of Pentacles has stayed this way for a very long time here. They have everything that they ever set out to get for themselves to achieve, and they do have success here. Okay, but to take the next step here in your reading, it creates fear within this person here, because this comes in as full commitment, and this person fears commitment when you're coming in with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, of course, it does talk about here in your reading, slow and steady wins the race here. But it really comes down to what is this person doing in that slow and steady time here, guys. See, your reading is coming in as here, guys. The main focus here is to focus on yourself here, so that you can change how things are here for yourself, is what it talks about. Not so much the King of Pentacles here. So you were coming in with the Queen of Pentacles here in your reading. You're coming in with someone else who is also stable here. This is what it could be talking about here, guys. This is what you may need to know, may need to be aware of for yourself, coming in with the Queen of Pentacles here. It does talk about being independent here, all right, guys. Stability, their own stability is what it's saying here in your reading. So we came in with 1314. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to leave it there with you guys, okay? It comes in as being stable within yourself if you're going to come in with the Queen of Pentacles here. Alright, build your own stability is the best way to say it here in your reading. Okay, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your reading. And I'll catch you later. Bye.